Hi, Kelly.
Hello.
What are we doing today?
We're going to explain a little bit about our podcast and kind of do behind the scenes and just explain and hope you get a better understanding of what we've been doing.
Yoo-hoo! All right.
This
is our PowerPoint for our assignment
that we made. So the first thing that you want us to tell you is the title. The title is The Third Culture. Hopefully.
And what's that behind you, Kelly? Right there.
It's a booth.
What do we do in the booth?
We record. In the genre we record in is religious.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Now, this podium. This was where our ideas would be. Our ideas would come to life.
Yes.
We used our computers as notes.
Yes.
And notebooks. And we used an H4n. Some of the problems we faced is because it was a little bit hard to kind of set up this little guy right here. I don't know why. All you audio people, you love your audio boxes. And we have a guest today.
Hey!
Who's eating Chinese food.
A representation of our podcast. How did you feel?
It tastes like chicken.
No.
No.
About our podcast.
It was phenomenal, and it made me understand a different perspective. Yes, the camera's over there.
So, Jess and I would talk through the topics, and actually our recordings would take much longer than needed because then we would start talking too much about our life and having a good time, and then we'd be like, oh, we have to record something. Too bad we didn't record this whole time. And then we would record, Jess would help with the H4n thing, and then she would edit it, and I would be the one to upload it and keep the Facebook page going, and also watch our metrics and analysis.
Yes, those were our podcasts. We had a blast. It was great. We had a lot of fun. And I hope my face is in focus because I can't see.
I learned how to go through the step-by-step process on how to establish a podcast on iTunes and how that works and how it's not just like a one-step process of like upload. You know, you have to do one here and then the next step and the third party and all this stuff. So I learned that.
I learned how to use Audition, part of the Creative Cloud system. I didn't use Pro Tools. It's kind of complicated, but Audition worked really well, and you could use a lot of the keyboard shortcuts. We also used good headphones so that we could hear, and just leveled out all our audio frequencies?
Levels,
yes. But this was a great class. This was enjoyable, lots to learn, and if we have one more thing to talk about.
We need to talk about how we publicized our podcast.
How did we publicize
So the number one way that we did publication was Facebook. We made a Facebook page and people could like it and we shared it personally, and every time we had an episode, well, almost every time we had an episode, Jess was better at this than me, we would personally share it to our personal Facebooks just so that more people would have access to it. And then,
not many people will go on the page on their own unless they see it come from our page personally, our personal ones, and then they would click on the link.
Yeah. And then the last thing I would say is word of mouth. We would go up to random people and be like, hello, have you heard our podcast? Why haven't you followed us? And just, harassing people like that, and it worked. For 2 people.
You harass people?
Well, I feel like we really harassed Leo. Oh. That's about it.
And on that note, we are pretty much done. Have a good night. We hope you enjoyed our podcast.